Joshua, a key figure in the Hebrew Bible and traditionally attributed as the author of the book of Joshua, is a powerful example of masculine leadership and courage. His life story offers lessons that resonate deeply with the principles of strength, faith, discipline, and courage, all essential traits for men seeking to lead with purpose. This video will explore Joshua's leadership, his role in the conquest of Canaan, his faith in God's promises, and how his story can serve as inspiration for modern men in their personal and professional lives. The early life of Joshua. Humble beginnings. Before Joshua became the great leader who led the Israelites into the Promised Land, he was born in Egypt under the oppression of Pharaoh. As a young man, he witnessed the incredible events surrounding the Exodus, including the plagues, the crossing of the Red Sea, and the miraculous provision of manna in the wilderness. This was the foundation of Joshua's faith in God, a faith that would later empower him to accomplish the impossible. Joshua served as Moses' assistant, learning leadership under the greatest prophet in Israel's history. Moses recognized Joshua's potential early on, and he groomed him for future leadership. This apprenticeship is a crucial lesson for men today. Just as Joshua learned from Moses, modern men must seek mentorship from wise leaders, develop patience, and grow in their own character before stepping into positions of authority. The spy mission. Courage under fire. One of the most notable moments in Joshua's early career was his role as one of the 12 spies sent by Moses to scout the land of Canaan. Joshua and Caleb were the only 2 spies who returned with a positive report, urging the Israelites to trust God and move forward to conquer the land. The other 10 spies, overwhelmed by fear, spread doubt among the people. Joshua's courage in the face of overwhelming odds is one of his defining traits. While others were paralyzed by fear, Joshua stood firm, believing in God's promises. His masculine strength was rooted not in arrogance, but in faith, a reliance on something greater than himself. This act of bravery teaches a powerful lesson for men today. The world often presents challenges that seem insurmountable, whether in career, family, or personal growth. Joshua's example shows that true courage doesn't mean the absence of fear. It means standing firm in the face of fear and moving forward with faith. Leadership and responsibility. From assistant to commander. Joshua's leadership role truly began after the death of Moses. God himself chose Joshua to succeed Moses and lead the Israelites into the Promised Land. This transition from follower to leader was not sudden, but the culmination of years of preparation, service, and character building. God's command to Joshua as he took on this new role was simple yet profound: be strong and courageous. This phrase, repeated several times in the book of Joshua, highlights a fundamental principle of masculine leadership. Strength and courage are non-negotiable qualities for any man who wants to lead effectively. But where does this strength come from? For Joshua, it wasn't just physical might or military strategy. His strength was derived from his faith in God and his obedience to God's commands. For modern men, Joshua's story is a reminder that leadership is both a privilege and a responsibility. It requires preparation, patience, and most importantly, a willingness to rely on something greater than yourself. Whether in the boardroom, the home, or the community, leadership means stepping up when others are afraid, making hard decisions, and staying true to your principles. The Battle of Jericho. Faith and strategy in action. One of Joshua's most famous moments was the Battle of Jericho. After crossing the Jordan River and entering the Promised Land, the Israelites faced the fortified city of Jericho. This city was a symbol of the seemingly impossible task ahead of them. But Joshua's approach to the battle was rooted in faith, not just military strategy. God gave Joshua an unconventional battle plan. March around the city for 7 days, blow trumpets, and shout. From a purely strategic standpoint, this plan seemed absurd. But Joshua's faith in God's instruction was unwavering. The walls of Jericho fell, not by the might of swords, but by obedience to divine command. The Battle of Jericho teaches modern men that success isn't always about conventional methods or brute force. Sometimes it requires faith, discipline, and the willingness to follow a path that others might consider foolish. This kind of faith in the face of uncertainty is a hallmark of masculine leadership. It's not about always having the best plan or the most resources. It's about trusting in the right principles and sticking to them, even when the odds seem impossible. Strength in justice. Joshua's commitment to righteousness. Another aspect of Joshua's leadership that stands out is his commitment to justice and righteousness. After the Israelites' victory over Jericho, a man named Achan disobeyed God's command by taking forbidden spoils from the battle. This act brought defeat upon the Israelites in their next battle. Joshua, as the leader, was responsible for dealing with the situation. Joshua's handling of this crisis was swift and decisive. He saw out the truth, confronted the wrongdoer, and ensured that justice was carried out. This was not an easy decision, but it was necessary to maintain the integrity and spiritual health of the nation. For men today, this is a powerful lesson in accountability and leadership. A true leader doesn't shy away from hard decisions. Joshua's commitment to justice, even when it was painful, reflects the importance of maintaining integrity and accountability in all areas of life. It's easy to overlook mistakes or allow compromises in character, but Joshua's example shows that true strength lies in doing what is right, even when it's difficult. The legacy of Joshua, a man of faith, courage, and legacy. Joshua's story doesn't end with the conquest of Canaan. After years of battle and leadership, Joshua gathered the Israelites and reminded them of all that God had done for them. His famous words, "As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord," resonate as a powerful declaration of commitment and leadership. Joshua's legacy is not just one of military conquests. It's one of faithfulness and obedience to God. He wasn't perfect, but his life was marked by a deep reliance on God's guidance, a commitment to righteousness, and a willingness to lead boldly. He left behind a legacy of strength and faith that continued to shape the nation of Israel long after his death. For men today, Joshua's story is a timeless example of what it means to lead with purpose, courage, and faith. Whether in family, business, or community, the lessons of Joshua's life are as relevant now as they were thousands of years ago. Joshua's masculinity wasn't about dominating others or proving his strength. It was about serving a higher purpose, leading with integrity, and standing firm in the face of fear and uncertainty. Joshua's masculine leadership for the modern man. Joshua's life offers a blueprint for masculine leadership that transcends time and culture. His unwavering faith, courage under fire, commitment to justice, and dedication to serving something greater than himself are qualities that all men can aspire to. In a world where leadership is often equated with power and control, Joshua's story reminds us that true strength comes from faith, integrity, and a willingness to stand firm in the face of adversity. For men today, Joshua is more than a historical figure. He's an inspiration for what it means to lead with purpose and courage. His story is a call to action for modern men to embrace their roles as leaders, mentors, and protectors, guided by faith, strength, and a commitment to doing what is right. As you reflect on Joshua's life, ask yourself, how can I apply these principles in my own life? What battles am I facing that require faith and courage? And how can I leave behind a legacy of strength and integrity, just as Joshua did? Thanks for watching. If Joshua's story of faith, courage, and leadership inspired you, then don't forget to hit that like button. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What lesson from Joshua's life resonates most with you? And if you're new here or want to keep getting more powerful stories, be sure to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you never miss an update. Stay strong, stay courageous, and I'll see you in the next one.